Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited because I have created another look, but with 3 different lip looks, if you can call it that. But yeah, I think this would be just like an everyday for me. I get asked a lot what kind of things I use on a daily basis, what's my everyday makeup routine, and so I kind of just created something that I would probably do on an everyday basis. This includes 3 different lip colors. Sometimes I like to go neutral, sometimes I like to do a dark lip, or sometimes I like to just do like a really bright color because my face is just so, you know, I feel simple. So simple, if you can call it that. So that if you're interested, just stay tuned.
So let's start with taking off all that nasty stuff that we have on our face. Yes, and those include eye boogers. And so I'm taking these that have, once again, argan oil on them, and just makes my skin a little bit smoother, and I just really like the way they smell too. And then after, because of my lovely peekaboos on my face, I do have acne prone skin, so I do tend to break out every once in a while. So I like to use this acne treatment that has salicylic acid from e.l.f. called the Zit Zapper. After that, I'm going to go in with my Skindinavia priming spray. This is for oil control, really great setting spray if you want to try something new. And I'm just going to let that sit until it dries completely. Then I'm going to go with my Studio Secrets Anti-Redness color correcting primer. I do have acne scars mostly down by my chin area, and of course I have a couple on my cheeks, so I like to use that for canceling out redness. Then I'm going to go with my Maybelline matte and poreless foundation. Like, this is my everyday foundation that I use, and I go ahead and use an airbrush brush. This brush is from e.l.f. and it's a very condensed brush, so it's really good for buffing out any foundation, especially if you want to do something lightweight. So it's really great for that, but I really like the way it just leaves my makeup looking so light. It doesn't look cakey or anything, so it really blends and buffs all the foundation out. Since I do have scars, like I mentioned before, I don't really use a whole lot of concealer after. Like I said, I do go in with the second coat sometimes of foundation because, again, I just want to do a little bit more full coverage. I'm going to take my Maybelline Better Skin Concealer. I forgot to put up a picture of what it looks like, but it's just basically a little blue tube, and this is an oil-free concealer, and I like to use this for under my eyes. It does a really good job of not creasing as much as other drugstore concealers that I've used before. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my finger to go ahead and blend that out under my eye to just give it a little bit more natural look. After that, I'm going to go with my e.l.f. high definition powder, and I mentioned this before in my previous video. If you haven't checked it out, I will link that below, of my everyday foundation routine on my face only. And with this powder, I really like it because it's just a dupe, like I said in there, for the makeup forever. The only thing that you do have to be careful with this is make sure that you actually blend it nicely. You don't have like any white splotches like around your face. And I just basically use a little puff that it has, and then of course I just use another powder brush to kind of really blend that out. Afterwards, we're going to go with our e.l.f. foundation palette, and this is in the color medium dark. The palette itself is medium dark, but the color I'm using is the one on the palette that's on the bottom left corner. This is a very oil-based foundation slash contour color, if you can call it that. You really have to be careful because you'll probably see in the video, and I didn't even realize it, but you really have to blend it out. It's just very oily, so you really have to use a proper brush for this so it actually blends out nicely. I kind of found this out later after watching my video, so please excuse any harsh lines that you may see on my forehead. For the most part, I use this palette to contour my nose, my cheeks, my forehead, and of course my chin area, because we want to eliminate that double chin. And then to set it, I will use my Shade and Light palette by Kat Von D, and I use a middle bottom color. I think it's called Shadow Play. And then I'm just using a regular blush brush, and I just go ahead and buff that color out on all over my face, or where the areas where I had contoured, to again set that contour color. To contour my nose, I just basically grab a flat brush and I just line my nose area where I kind of just want to contour it, and I just kind of like buff it out in a way, and I just kind of smooth it out, make sure it's not too harsh. Then to highlight, I'm using the e.l.f. Illuminating palette, and I'm using the kind of goldish color, and I'm just gonna highlight my nose and of course on top of my cheekbones. I'm gonna take my brow gel, and then of course I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I don't have any special routine to do my eyebrows. My eyebrows, as you can see, they are naturally pretty thick. The only thing I do is just kind of shape them a little bit more. I just basically grab a black shadow, and I just use an angle brush and just kind of retrace my eyebrow and just kind of fill it in where I need a little bit more filling, of course. To make my eyebrow area a little bit more clean, I'm going to take the Maybelline Master Concealer in the color 30, and then I'm just going to go ahead and clean up my on the bottom of my brows, and just make sure you blend it out so there's no harsh lines when it comes to the concealer. When it comes to the shadow, I do as simple as possible. So I just take this color by Makeup Geek. It's called Beaches and Cream, and it's just a very soft neutral color. It's more on the kind of creamish color, and I use that again to settle any concealer that I might have still on my eyes, and it's just an overall base color that I just use because it's just easier when I blend out my shadows. Another one that I'm going to use is Barcelona Beach from Makeup Geek as well, and I'm just using that in my crease area. I'm just going to go ahead and blend this a little bit above my crease as well, and this is just basically kind of a transition color that I mostly use all the time on a daily basis. And I'm just using a regular blending brush as well. This one's by Coastal Scents, and I just make sure I try to blend it out as best as I can because again, we don't want really any harsh lines there. Then I'm going to take Mulch from MAC, and this is a little bit more of a darker color, and I really focus this one more on my crease area, once again just to kind of make my sockets look a little bit more hollow, but I just try to blend it out as good as I can. And then I'm going to take a darker brown, whichever kind of brown you have, kind of like a brownish gray, and I got the one from the Naked 2 palette. I can't remember the name of it, but I'll list it down below. And I again focus once again on my crease area and just really try to blend that out as much as I can, just to give my eye a whole just to kind of give it a better outline. I'm taking this color WOS in my Naked Basics palette, which is the first palette, and I'm using this as my lid color. I know the kind of look I have right here kind of looks like a cut crease look. I did that unintentionally, but again, like I could have cleaned it up a lot better. But like I said, this is what I do on an everyday basis, and these are the colors literally I use to do this look. So I'm just gonna make sure that I just cover it completely and make sure I blend it out nicely so there are no harsh lines. And because I just want to add a little bit more pizzazz, I'm gonna put in this pigment by the Naked Cosmetics line. It's in the color Sierra Nevada. I'm going to apply this product wet, so I'm just going to use my Smashbox priming water, and I just sprayed a little bit on my MAC brush. I think it's a 252, and I just apply this on my lid to again just give it a little bit more life to my shadow. The only thing you do have to worry about pigments is that they do tend to fall out. This one, I noticed that with this pigment especially, I ended up having glitter all over the bottom of my eye, so just make sure you clean that up when you're done as well. We're almost done, guys, I promise. I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Mineralized Infused Mascara. This is actually a really great mascara. I have very long lashes, but I lack volume. So I really like this one because it just really helps my eyelashes kind of stand out a little bit more, because I really like the brush, how it just goes in between each lash and elongates each and every one of them. So it's a really great one. I think it's only $3. So if you're looking to buy a new mascara, try this one out and see how you like it. And I like it because it doesn't end up flaking off and just getting all over your face. So it's a really great one if you want to try it out. And for volume, I use the e.l.f. Lengthening and Defining. It's weird, but I use this one for the volume, and it just makes my eyelashes a little bit more thicker. And I usually do 2 coats on each eye, and it's just really overall, you know, creates a very nice natural looking lash. Obviously, you can wear this look like, you know, this, or of course you can put an eyeliner and make it a little bit better or a little bit more glamorous, but you can obviously wear the look like this and just put a lipstick or a lip color and you're ready to go. Otherwise, you know, you can obviously put the lashes and eyeliner. I'm taking the MAC eyeliner gel in Black Track, and then I'm just taking an eyeliner brush, and I use this only on my top lashes. I don't really like to use gel eyeliner on my bottom lashes, but I like to use this gel one. It's really great. I also use the e.l.f. one, the e.l.f. cream liner, which is just as good as this one, but of course you want to be careful that, you know, when it's time for the summer, you don't smear it or you wipe it off, because then it just makes a big mess. Then after that, when you're done with your eyeliner, you can definitely curl your lashes. And I don't like to use it. I like to leave them normal like that. But, you know, you can definitely do that yourself. I'm going to go ahead and take my Cara number 605 lashes. These are like the lashes that I use all the time. I like the fullness of them, and they're just long enough. They're not too dramatic or anything. They just kind of create a nice full look. And if you are using new lashes, just make sure you trim them. Finally, we are down to the lip colors, and this is the color I will be using most of the time for my lip liner, which is MAC Chicory or Chicory, which is kind of like a reddish, brownish lip liner, and I just like to use this to outline my lips. It's very natural. I'm going to also apply my MAC Honey Love lipstick. This is a matte color as well, and I'm going to apply a gloss. This one's from NYX. I can't remember the color, but I will also be posting that down below. And that's look number 1 with our first lip color. And again, we're taking MAC Chicory, I don't know, and we're going to also use this again to apply it on our lips, and we're going to take the color Succulent from ColourPop, which is from their Ultra Matte lip line, or from their Ultra Matte line, and it's kind of like an orangey color, so it's a really great, again, dramatic color that you can also use if you're wanting to try something different. And last but not least, this is again MAC Chicory, and this is the third color, which is a little bit more of a dark, you know, intense purple, not purple, intense, more of a dark, intense burgundy red color. This is more of it on the dark side if you're trying to, you know, accomplish something a little bit darker for work. And I apply a second coat just to really bring out the color. And that was look number 3. And last but not least, we are setting in with the Skindinavia setting spray for oil control. Amazing product if you ask me. So that's it, guys, for my everyday routine with 3 different lip options. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry I took a little while to upload another video. I've just been so busy, but I have been posting little mini videos on my social media. So remember to subscribe, like, comment on my channel, follow me on my social media. I do have little mini tutorials when I can't do big ones like this for YouTube, so just make sure you stay up to date with those. I also have a couple of other big announcements in terms of money savers for you guys. So like I said, just keep up with me on my social media and YouTube. And remember, guys, that I love you guys and appreciate your guys' support. Thank you guys so much once again, and I will see you guys on our next video.